Yo, what's up guys? I'm back with another video, and today we're working on the 2G. We have to do a couple of things. I have to do an oil change. I want to change the turbo, which actually the turbo it's in here. I got a turbo right here. And we have to do the heater core because the car doesn't really like to get warm. The temperature gets warm, but like for the heater and the like where the air comes out, it takes like a long ass time for the car to to get hot inside. So the day's pretty nice today, but for the past like couple days, it actually snowed, as you can see, and it was like 5 degrees every single day, and I didn't have time to work on the car. I did pull this car in before it snowed. Actually, did a couple hours before it snowed. I pulled it in here because I didn't want to sit in outside. I didn't want to start doing the supercharger on it because I don't know. I can wait for to put the supercharger on it. So if you guys want to watch more of this car and more of my Turbo Miata that's in the garage, I want to start working on those. But the thing is, like, I don't have a heater in my garage, and it gets like super cold in there. And out here, at least I have this big ass heater that I can use, and it keeps the whole tent warm. But of course, I'm gonna put this inside the garage so don't burn everything down. So I haven't worked on my car yet. I have to buy a small heater, put it in there, so at least I can work on cars. But yeah, so I'm gonna put the turbo on. Actually, I don't know. I think this is stock turbo. I don't know much about DSMs and the 16Gs. I know the 16Gs didn't came on DSM, but I believe this is a stock turbo of a DSM, and I don't know, to be honest. But the thing is, I was gonna use the whole housing, but as you can see, it's all cracked, and I don't like it. It's cracked everywhere, and by the wastegate here, so you can see it's all cracked in there too. I do want to clean it up though. It's super dirty. It's been sitting in the car, I don't know for how long. We got it with my brother's GST. It came with it, and I mean it has no shaft plate at all, but it's kind of like hard. Like as you can see, it doesn't stay rotating. It's kind of like tough to turn it. So before I put it in the car, I want to clean it out, put some oil in it, rotate it a couple times, make sure it gets lubricated, and hopefully the seals are not bad, because I don't know how long it's been sitting. So hopefully the seals are not bad. If not, I'll be really pissed. And hopefully, I don't know if that thing will fit on the same flange as this. So I just want to remove this, so I can leave the exhaust part of the turbo in the car, so I don't have to take it off. And hopefully it fits, because I don't really want to take everything out. But yeah, so I'm about to take the intake out and take the turbo out, and then probably do the oil change, and then see how I'm gonna do the heater core, because the heater hoses are back here, and it looks like a pain in the ass to work on. I know they're right there. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but first I want to do this. I can care less about it. I mean, the heater gets hot after a while, but it takes a long time for it to get hot, and I don't like it. But anyways, so let me start doing this, and I'll keep you guys updated. Alright guys, so I got the turbo out. This is the old turbo, and I took all the lines out, the oil drain plug and the oil drain flange, I guess, and then the oil feed. So I got everything out already. I cleaned it up a little bit. It's a little cleaner now, and now it actually, like, once that I got it out, actually rotates really smooth and just oily, because I was cleaning up the ports for the oil, because they look like dirty. So I was pouring oil in it, and of course I missed, and I got some here. It's gonna burn, once it starts, it's gonna smoke a little bit, but it should be fine. Yeah, but I got that done, and I just want to come in here and clean out the lines, because my oil feed used to leak a lot, and I got it fixed already. But when it used to leak, as you can see, everything's wet and oily, and everything's fucking nasty. So I'm just gonna go and make sure it's clean a little bit, make sure everything's nice and clean and not oily, and it should be good. I should be able to put it on, and then actually once I put it on, I want to go for a drive, just make sure it's actually good and not blown. So after that, I might do the oil change and see if I have time to do the heater cores. I'm still looking at the hose to see how I'm gonna put the compressor on it, so I can blow just clean the heater core out. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, I'm focusing more on the turbo, and the oil change is more important right now than cleaner because it does work, but not as much. All right, so I'm done with the turbo. So you can see she's all on, all the pipes are on, and I put this freaking coupler on because he had a bigger one. Since this turbo had a big is bigger, it's a 20G, so it has a bigger mouth, and this one it's smaller, and you know it had to go from this is I think 2-inch to 1.5 inch, and holy shit, it took me forever to put it in. So she said, actually she didn't say that, but it was a bitch to get in. And you know, wastegate is on, all oil and coolant lines are on. I'm doing the freaking oil right now. Actually, I'm gonna start doing it. I like the SMs, they're so easy to get the oil filter right there. After I do the oil change, I'm gonna bleed the system, because since I removed the oil, I mean the turbo coolant lines, it goes from right here to the turbo. It lost a lot. I mean, it lost like probably like a couple ounces of coolant, but you know, I'm gonna bleed it so it's nice and bled, and should be good. Alright guys, so I'm currently bleeding the system, as you can tell. I don't know if you can hear me over the car, but I'm done. I only did an oil change and the turbo. I don't think I'm gonna get to do the heating core right now because it's getting pretty late already, and I still have to do an oil change on my girlfriend's car. See if I can get it tonight. Alright guys, so luckily I started bleeding the system because I found an oil leak. The car is leaking oil. This is like a little plug down here. Turn my flashlight on so you guys can see. There's this plug right here, and it's not leaking by the fitting. It's actually leaking by the black part right here. Oil is coming out of there. As you can see, it's making a puddle. So luckily, you know, I checked that because this is your gauge for your oil pressure gauge. Mine doesn't even work, but I want to put an aftermarket one anyways. And this one is usually like for the oil pressure, but I don't know if it's for the computer or what. I don't know what the fuck it is for. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go to advanced real quick, get a sensor. Alright guys, so I just got back, and then if you guys are wondering what's the part number for this sensor, this is for the light. So the one behind this one is for the gauge, and this is for the oil pressure light, which is this one, part number S358. So, and it's leaking like from right here. It's weird. So hopefully stop leaking with this, and we should be good. I also want to wire in my turbo timer. I don't know how hard it is to wire it in. I'm gonna look it up. I looked it up a while ago, but I don't remember. So I'm just gonna look it up again and see if it's, you know, if I can do it in like an hour. And I might just do it now since I'm already here and I already have a mess. Might as well. Alright, so my friend told me this was a turbo timer, but as I look at it, this is an intelligent boost controller. So basically you have this and your actuator, and all you do is connect your vacuum lights to here, connect it to the car, and you can control your boost. So this was super simple to install. The only thing I have to install is the vacuum line for this, which is there's a vacuum port coming out. I need a T to go from here to the manifold, but the waste, the solenoid is already connected to the car, and I'll show you in a minute. But all I did, I just spliced in the 12 volt and the ground to the radio harness, which I had right here. And all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna leave this on top of the radio, and probably just, I don't know, maybe later bolt it on somewhere, or see if I can like bolt it on like this. Not like that, but you know what I'm saying. And yeah, because the radio goes down here, and then this can go on the top, and it should look fine. I was gonna put it to my gauge, but I prefer not to touch my AFR gauge. I have the power going to the fuse box and then the ground to the chassis. But yeah, super simple to install. So I got it all connected. Now I just have to see how it works. Yeah, I don't know how it works. I have to look at the instructions, see how it works, but there's a mess back there. I wanna get double-sided tape these, and yeah, just tape that and it should be fine. But yeah, it's looking good though. So everything is wired in, super simple to put in, and hopefully the solenoid works. If not, I'm really butthurt. Alright guys, so yes, I'm laying in bed, by the way. I was just editing the video and I saw that I did not finish the video. But what happened after the last clip you saw, I went out and the car started over boosting, and then I saw the AFRs. The AFRs was like 13.0 or like 13 and a half, I think, full throttle, and that's like fucking super lean. So I just brought the car back home, and a couple of days later, I went and put my 255 in, and then the car started running super rich. So whatever, I daily the car for a couple of days, and last week I went to tune the car, so I went and put in my 1000cc injectors and my ECU, and then when the guy came to tune it, one of the injectors from the one of the connectors from the injector actually broke, and so it was misfiring. And then when you put a black box ECU on the DSM that's not 97 or older, you have to wire it in a pin on the pin 79, and that's just to send the signal to your car. And whatever, he couldn't put in the plug, so I came home from work, and then I did other work, and it's actually Wednesday right now, and he's coming on Friday to tune the car, so I'll keep you guys updated. Sorry for the shitty video, I haven't had time, and actually it just snowed yesterday, and I'm fucking pissed because if you guys saw me working on the car, I was inside the tent, and that tent actually fell on top of all my 4 cars. It fell on top of my 2 Miatas and the 2 DSMs, and it fucked up I think the hood on one of the DSMs. It dented my top on my Miata. It actually almost fucked it up. I don't know if it's still usable or what. And then he dented my roof on my green DSM. So I'm fucking pissed. I haven't even touched the cars because I don't even want to go in there because I'm pissed. Hopefully the damage is not bad, but now it sucks because I don't have a place to work on the cars. I do have my garage, but my brother's car is on the way because he's getting his head done. So I cannot put my cars in there and work on them. So I have to figure out how to get the tent up because all the tools bent and it's all shitty. I'll make a video about it, but anyways guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.